Welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here, Nancy Shepherd, our author today. How are you doing, Nancy?
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm so glad we're here. Please show everybody your book and tell them the title.
This is Mighty Bakes in Paris, another adventure for the little rolling pin.
Oh, that's so exciting. And now we're in Paris. That's so exciting. So please tell everybody, what is this book about and who is it for?
Okay, you bet. Sounds great. So this is where Mighty and his friend Frenchie, another rolling pin, they go on an adventure to Paris to the Sweet Tooth Festival, which is actually a real festival in Paris. And of course, they tag along with Blake and Grandma, um, and they go to a baking class. Well, on the last day of class, suddenly Frenchie goes missing. And so, of course, Mighty knows it's up to him to find his friend. So, what is going to happen to Frenchie? There's always mischief that happens in Paris, right? It's a big city. So, it's another adventure for Mighty and his friends, and it's been a great adventure for me.
Mhm.
I love the illustrations.
I love the illustrations. Also, please mention your illustrator.
Oh, Michelle Simpson. She is just a magician with color and bringing, images to life and the story to life. And I just, you know, I mean, just look at these pastries. Goodness,
Yes.
they are just
Yes.
mouth-watering. It's just like you could scoop them up and gobble them
For
down.
sure.
Yeah.
And, and Nancy, who would you say that this book is for? What is the age range?
4 to 8. Although, adults have been looking and going, maybe we should start baking and eating pastries. So I think, well, it of course is for children. I think everybody is a child at heart, right?
Yes, yes, very well put. So,
Yes.
what is it that you hope parents and kids will take away from this book?
I really love to inspire generations of children and parents to get together to read and bake because I don't think we're reading and doing things enough together as alternate generations. And
Hmm.
I think that's important to do. Um, and also, of course, um, interspersed in the story are life lessons, and
Yes.
that is the same as the first book, with
Hmm.
things like friendship and kindness and patience and sharing things that sometimes young children are not always taught these days, especially, children that have very busy parents, that might
Hmm.
be holding down two jobs and juggling a lot of children. And so these are important life lessons that children need at a young age.
And you put it so beautifully into a fun book about rolling pins going on an adventure. So this is the second children's book that we've published together.
Right.
What, please show the first book. Let's show everybody the first book.
Yes, this is The Adventures of Mighty the Mini Rolling Pin, and this is um, the characters, the first rolling pins that we saw in the first book with Mighty, who of course is the star.
Yes. So what inspired you to write another book?
Well, I was blessed with growing up with wonderful mentors in my family. My grandmother was a chef and baker, and Grandma Hattie, and then my mom and my aunt and other wonderful relatives. And so from a very young age, I started learning about cooking and baking. And I saw them with the rolling pins out all the time. And so, in particular, on Sundays after church, when we were always having big family gatherings, we were baking. And so, after I was old enough, I got to get involved and start baking too. And so, I got to thinking about how much, they had inspired me and being with other generations. My grandmother was one of 10 children. And so all of those aunts and uncles were around all the time. And we were canning and baking. And so I got to learn from all of these wonderful relatives. And, when you think about it, those are the generations that inspire the young chefs today.
Hmm.
And so, what better place for, little Blake and Mighty to learn than to go to Paris to learn from the chef pasteur, who have the baking schools. So it was a perfect place for them to go on a new adventure to learn
Yes.
in a baking school.
I love this. I love this book. I mean, I love the rolling pins and the characters. And of course, I just asked Nancy, does she collect rolling pins? Does she have a lot of them? And what was your answer, Nancy?
Yes, I have a crock full, but I have a lot of others scattered about in drawers and everywhere. And I have favorite ones I use for different things, of course, just like, Blake and grandmother and, in the stories, there's Frenchie who's, the fancy, cutouts. And there's Happy, who's the glass rolling pin, who sees everything, half with that glass half full. And there's the Rock, and he's the heavy rolling pin. And yeah, so anyway,
Oh,
and
fun.
there's old Woody, who Grandma uses because he's the old trusty, Woody wooden rolling pin. And I've got one of those too. So.
I love that. I love that. I love that. So, this being your second children's book, how was this process different from the first time?
Oh, it was just wonderful. It was so smooth, you just know what to expect in the process, and it just clips right along. And it was um I don't want to say it was just easier, but it was more relaxed. It was a very enjoyable experience,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I loved it. I just loved it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's so good. That's good. The first time is always the toughest, right? It's
Yeah, I
yeah.
think when you're learning something new,
Hmm.
it's always, a little challenging because you're not sure what you're getting into. And
Hmm.
so when you know the process and the next steps, then you just jump right in, you get going,
Right.
and
Right.
it's fabulous.
Were the Yes. So were there any challenges with writing the second book?
Yeah, I would say so because absolutely knew I wanted my illustrator Michelle Simpson to,
Hmm.
take these characters and continue to develop with the second book. And when I was ready, which, was moving right along, she was very busy. And so she wasn't going to be available for 2 months. And so I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? I have to wait 2 months. And so I was worried that that was going to hold me back. And so I had to contemplate, okay, what will I do? Um, do I want to step away and consider another illustrator? But, you know, I really had to go with my gut. And I said, no, I absolutely will not, because she knows my characters and I know she'll be worth waiting for. And so in the meantime, I kept busy with other, items that other tasks that need
Hmm.
completed, the book description and bio and other things. And then starting early on some of the marketing tasks that I could, work on um, early enough. So
Yes.
in the end, it all worked out. But at the time, I thought it was a bit of a roadblock.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad you made that decision because I love her illustrations and it's so nice to see it continue from the first book in the series. So, how does it feel for you, Nancy, to have another book out in the world?
It's great. It's great. I had people that were saying, now, when's the second book? When's the second book? Please let me know when the next book is coming out. And, that was very exciting that they loved the first book and that they were anxious to know when the next book was going to come out. And I had a couple different manuscripts, ready to go. And so I was going back and forth on which one I wanted to move forward with. But I'm just so glad, that Mighty went to Paris.
Oh, so am I. I'm so glad.
Yes. So it
Well,
feels great. It's exciting.
yes. Well, let's let everybody know right now that this book, Mighty Bakes in Paris, is available today on Amazon. To go there, make sure to grab a copy, a couple of copies of this wonderful book, and share it with the children in your life. But while you're there, why not grab a copy of the first book? Would you hold
Right.
both of them up?
Right.
Yes. Grab a copy of both books and share it with kids in your life. They're going to love the adventures that these rolling pins go on. The first book, and then definitely going into Paris, a trip to Paris. How exciting.
Mm.
Thank you. And then it's there, of course, in hardcover. It's there in
Yeah.
soft cover and ebook format.
Yep. You can have your choice, or you can get one of each.
Yes. And Nancy, so here you are now with a second children's book. What advice do you have for authors thinking about writing their second book?
Oh, I think that they should, jump in the waters. They are warm and just very pleasant, and not to be nervous because it will be a very wonderful, pleasant process. It'll be easier for them, and any concerns that they had over maybe, some challenges they might have had in the writing of the first book I think will be, just kind of dissipate for the second book. Plus, your team is there and they're just such a great support system. And, you know, they should go for it. Absolutely. Just move forward. And the process will go quicker and they'll just be so pleased that they
Yeah.
went for the second book.
Oh, I'm glad.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Now you get to enjoy your second book. I mean, you've been sharing some of the things that you do with kids. Maybe just give everybody a little glimpse if they go see you at a book signing or if you visit a school. What are the things you're doing with kids?
Oh, I love to be with the kids, and I always take goodies for them. I have, a little white chef hat for them, and I take crayons so they can write their names, so that, they can be, Chef, Bob or Chef, Sally. And then I also have little mini wooden rolling pins that I take
Oh,
for them, and little mighty stickers, and all kinds of treats in little goodie bags, surprise bags for them.
oh,
And
great.
they just love that when they get a surprise bag. And of course, I do author signings. And so they can have their name in the book and take it home and read it. And they can put their chef hat on. And I have coloring pages for them
Perfect.
with the characters from the books. And those,
Perfect.
those are also available, the coloring pages and a teacher guidebook on my website, which is rollingpinproduction.com. and they're under the resource section. And so I try and provide free items for parents and for teachers, anyone who's interested.
Perfect, perfect. So for sure, we want you to go to Amazon today and grab a copy of the
Absolutely.
book. Yes, and
Absolutely.
then visit Nancy's website and please share also your social media handles. Where can our viewers find you? Where can they find out where you have a book signing?
Yeah, so also on Facebook at rollingpinproduction.com and then Instagram, which is Nancy S8.
Okay, very good. Excellent.
Great.
Nancy, before we go, is there anything else you'd like to share or something that you wish I would have asked you?
Yeah, I do want to share with everyone that we're currently in a literacy crisis in America,
Mm.
and it's very important that people realize that children under 5 in particular are marginalized in many underserved areas where they do not often have books in the home or have access to books. And those children, it's really vital that we get books out to these children and families and help them read and help their
Mhm.
parents start to talk to them and get them, just touching books and looking at words. And I did a research study this summer, and thank you, Miriam, for supporting that and sending books out to the children. And, it's just really vital because the children that don't have books in the home and get to school end up being about 2 years behind in school
Oh.
when they don't have access to any books. And, that's really unacceptable. So, all of our authors that are writing and getting books out are you know, helping with that literacy crisis. And so anytime we can share a book with someone that might not have a book, can really make a difference for a child. So that's
Mhm.
one thing. And the next thing is I just want to thank you and I want to thank your team for all of your support that you give us constantly because you're always
Mhm.
there to answer questions, to help us, to support us, and you're fabulous. And I want to also
Oh.
Kershid, my author coach, and
Mhm.
Sharon, as an editor, has for both of my books just been amazing. Um, she always helps edit in a way that is just tremendous. She just helps pick the right words when you need a different word, a different phrase, turns it around the right way, and um, it's just been a tremendous, tremendous experience.
Mhm.
And thank you so
Well,
much.
it's our pleasure, Nancy. It's our pleasure. And thank you for sharing that about the crisis that young children are going through with literacy. Is there, so for sure, we could be buying books and donating to children, younger children specifically. Is there any other resource that you suggest that our viewers go to find how to donate books? Anything you want to share on that?
Well, they can certainly reach out to me, and that's probably the easiest way to start. And
Okay.
I have, a lot of resources that I could then pass along. That's probably
Okay.
the easiest way to
That's
start.
perfect.
Yes.
That's perfect. So, friends, if you want to help, make sure to go find Nancy, reach out to Nancy. She's doing great things. Find out more about the research that she has done this summer. I mean, the main thing is that we need to get books out into the hands of children. So, let's all do our
Exactly.
part with that. Yeah.
That's that's
Well, Nancy, I'm so proud of you writing your second children's book. So much fun. I love working with you, and I suggest that all of our viewers go grab a copy of your book also.
there it
Make
is.
There it is. And this is a beautiful way for children to travel through books. Take them to Paris with this beautiful book, learn
Mhm.
about Paris. Thank you so much, Nancy, for being here. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks. Bye.